to Wasted Opinions. Today we are talking about our favorite, most wanted reboots, sequels, and remasters. Don't know why we have these weapons with us.
I don't know why you're using an Asian accent.
You're a
for a
samurai.
broadsword.
That's totally a broadsword, yeah.
Yeah, well, he picked it up from some guy he killed.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're talking about reboots, sequels, and remasters of games, movies, TV shows, whatever we want to see redone. So, before we get into all that, who do we have with us today? He comes from a land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs flow.
I don't know. Brick, why you got a hand grenade? MussKeg.
We don't talk about Zeppelin enough on this show.
Yeah, Zeppelin's a great band.
It's TNT, he's a power load. TNT, watch him explode.
Actually, I was gonna do my own song, but I guess I won't now. I'm CountryBoy.
Probably for the best.
Your show,
I wasn't
your
gonna
song.
sing it. I was gonna.
And as for myself, they call me Master. Master!
Bader.
Master of Puppets. I'm LewisLightning. Yeah, so we'll do a shot to get going, and then we'll just dive into it.
Oh man, this is pure ethanol.
Okay, so we'll start on the right here in MussKeg if you want to go first for whatever you want to see.
Sure. Cool. I'm gonna go with a reboot or a remaster, but I think I prefer it as a reboot. He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Movie came out in the 1980s.
Oh, movie. Okay.
Starring Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, not the. They've already actually done the cartoon.
They're actually rebooting it with Kevin Smith.
Another one.
A movie I thought I heard.
As
He-Man?
He-Man?
Show. No. On a Netflix TV show. Very current.
But the movie itself, I think it came out in 88 or somewhere 87 maybe. Dolph Lundgren was He-Man. Courtney Cox from Friends was the female lead in it.
Never seen this movie.
She
I've seen clips of it.
I know, I was going to bring it. I found it on Amazon, grabbed it on DVD. It's got Gwildor the dwarf. It's got Man of Arms. It's got Frank Langella playing Skeletor.
Yeah, Skeletor.
So,
I can't remember who he was.
I actually, so I watched it again the other day, and this was a movie that's funny. When I was a kid, I loved He-Man. I had the He-Man sword that lit up and everything, because my brother was into He-Man. I was kind of at the tail end of when He-Man was popular. My brother was...
That's kind of what I was going to say.
At the start of it, so...
we kind of barely caught the end of it, I think.
Yeah.
But my brother had all the stuff.
Ninja Turtles.
My brother had all the toys, so I was kind of into it through that and everything, and so I had the sword. And so the movie, isn't PG, but I watched PG movies all the time when I was a kid, and I loved it. I would get my blankie, and I'd put a clothespin on it, so I had a cape, and I'd have my sword, and I was He-Man.
He-Man doesn't have a cape, though.
Yeah, he does in the movie, he does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not canon, then.
Big, long, red, heavy. He's got
he's just
no shirt.
Shit,
Underwear, basically, some straps, and then these big gold shoulder pads with the cape. So
some sort of coverage.
Lewis will put a picture right.
So wait, you said you wanted a reboot?
A reboot well, I thought remaster, but no, I want a reboot. And I actually heard rumors, I've been hearing rumors for a while that they are going to redo it, but...
I heard, rumors that's for a while, though. But I know they're doing a TV show, Netflix, and I think Kevin Smith is spearheading it.
Yeah, the plot of the He-Man movie was that the Sorcerer Supreme is trapped by Skeletor. They, in trying to escape from trying to rescue her, they get transported to a different world, which is Earth.
Yeah.
And they run into Skeletor sends a bunch of guys after him, and Courtney Cox and her boyfriend get caught in the midst of it, and it's cheesy graphics and everything, but it's actually I still liked it, even nostalgia probably, but
absolutely,
I would take it.
So I'm going to pick a video game. One. It could be a remaster if they remade it. I would say reboot. Jade Cocoon. You guys probably never heard of it.
I've heard of it because I think you've said it, but I don't know otherwise.
Yeah, it was kind of like it was PS1. Actually, they made a sequel. There's Jade Cocoon 2, which was on PS2, but it was a little bit like Pokemon in a way. Basically, like the whole world was like if you were living in the Amazon jungle, and we were all like little tribes living from different villages. And they had guys called Cocoon Masters and they go around. They make like magical cocoons.
Collect old people and take them to space.
No, they would collect
Sick reference, bro.
little
Sick
little
reference.
monsters and
You're
stuff.
current.
Yeah, little
Sorry.
monsters and stuff. But what was cool about it is like you could like take those creatures you captured, and they had different properties. It was like the 4 elements, like earth, wind, fire, and ground. No, that's earth. Earth, wind, fire.
Earth, wind, fire, and water.
Wind,
Fire, water,
wind,
water,
fire, water. Yeah,
water.
makes sense.
But yeah, and they'd have different powers. But you could like take 2 cocoons and then merge them together, which was fucking awesome because you'd have like one of them looked like a little kind of ape, like gorilla type monkey creature, and then you could get like a wasp, and then you could blend them together so you'd have like a big ape-like body but like a wasp head, and it merged their powers too. But I just like that. Like I'm big into
like a whole bunch of curves.
Cool concept, but the fact that he says like Pokemon just.
Well, I like the customization of it because I mean,
Yeah. But
it's
the
kinda-
turn-based fighting is.
well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like I like the customization, like in God of War, the new God of War, how you could put in different runes into that.
Yeah.
And that's what it was like for catching these creatures. Like, oh, I want a creature that does this, but also that. Find this one, take this one, merge them together, and you had this fucking creature that could do whatever.
Like,
They're basically your
like the
weapons.
Isle of Dr. Moreau.
Pretty much. Yeah, you were just some sick scientist.
Sick reference, bro.
Together.
Again.
But yeah, I could do with as a kid. I don't think I was very good at it. I didn't get very far.
No.
But in both 1 and 2, if they made like a remaster of that, I'd buy it and play it.
It was like a
again.
top-down view, sort of like.
No, it was like closest I could say was Resident Evil. You had like tank controls, like fixed camera angles, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's fun. First pick.
My first pick is I think we've all seen this movie. Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, that's a cool
Oh my
one.
god, I have that
A
on my list.
remaster?
Do you really?
Yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? A
See,
sequel.
Never
I
saw
would be
it.
happy with a sequel or like a spiritual successor. I just want some more animation movie mixed in with like live action. Like that movie was awesome.
Yeah.
You go back to it and it still holds up. It's so good. Like it's set in like 1930s. Like
Yeah.
it's like a detective caper of a murder of like a tune killed.
That's a
human.
movie that I'm surprised I've never seen, to be perfectly honest.
You've never seen it?
Holy fuck! We're watching that tonight.
I've seen bits of it. I've seen like
No way.
Like, I remember how Christopher Lloyd dies. He gets rolled over by a steam thing.
That's not how he dies.
Oh well, somebody.
That's
gets
part of it.
Yeah.
Yes, but he
They
gets.
didn't know the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
That point.
Twist.
But
There's a
Bob
twist.
Hoskins,
Yeah.
sadly gone.
Yeah, like
It'd
Bob
have-
Hoskins.
It would
They
have
bring
to
it
be
back.
different.
Just like Tupac.
See, the thing is, it wouldn't need to be Roger Rabbit. I just want like a spiritual
Reggie
successor
Rabbit.
would be okay. It could be like another character and another like, human being. Sort
okay,
of.
I'll just say Roger Rabbit doesn't need to be in the first movie. He's just kind of like the framing device. He was implicated and they followed him
Yes.
around. But I would
He
still
was
want.
framed.
I'd still want him in the sequel.
I would like to have him, but I'm saying like,
And-
it doesn't have to be centered around him.
Definitely
I
Jessica.
just want a
Rabbit.
full
Or
frontal
Bob
nudity.
Hoskins. Oh yeah,
Can we
as long
do
as
like,
Jessica Rabbit's
Can
in
your
there.
reboot be like an R-rated version though? So Jessica Rabbit, snows her.
Yeah, as
She
long
does.
as
She
Disney
does.
owns it, I don't think it's gonna happen.
In the original, it's there.
Well, there was a quick flash of the goods
Oh,
when she like when they wipe out on
When
the
the
car.
taxi, yeah.
I mean, I've seen pictures. It's like you can't see nothing.
Yeah, you have to freeze frame it right then.
Even so, it's like
It's blurry.
I've like I gotta see this animated snatch. No, you can't see.
You know, I was always more of a fan of the chick from Cool World, anyways.
Yeah, get out of here.
Actually, I was gonna say there was a sequel that they wanted to get done. I think it was like Who Made Roger Rabbit or something like that. Because apparently they're based on books, and these books are trying to show like discrepancies between white people and people of other colors.
Okay.
So like the part where they're at that nightclub where Daffy and Donald are playing.
Oh man.
All the servants are Toons, and they're trying to say how Toons were working for
Yeah, I can see that. But what I love about this movie is it has the blend of Disney and like the Looney Tunes.
Will that ever happen again?
That is awesome. Like that's unheard of. You'll never see that again.
Oh,
bro.
dude, and there's even more than that.
Like Disney and Sony are having a hard enough time with fucking Spider-Man. Never mind doing.
There's also like Fleischer comics or cartoons as well, like that, like Betty Boop.
Yeah.
is in that.
Exactly. Yeah, so
Chili Willy?
They could add the Hanna-Barbera characters in there, like fucking Flintstones and Jetsons and Scooby-Doo and shit. Like
Ninja Turtles.
yeah, absolutely. They could add in a whole
Ooh.
gamut of different cartoons. It's like they have so much potential
Got one
for
All
another
Stars
movie.
with Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan and Bo Jackson. You know that cartoon? Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys were like peasant TV cartoon.
It was a show?
I didn't know.
All Stars or something like that. Yeah.
No, we don't know.
No, they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be there.
Wayne Gretzky
I gotta live in
used
Tucson.
his hockey stick as like a weapon to shoot pucks at bad guys.
No, I never heard that one. Anyways, that was my pick. Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Bring it back. Do something else with that world. Anyways.
They made some cartoons though, like the Baby Herman ones. Actually, with Roger, they kind of have some.
They've had some animated shorts. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a sequel that I'd like to see. I know it was originally planned and executed, and maybe you don't want to mess with something, but the Cornetto trilogy. I would love to see Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost get together and just say, you know what, we don't need a Cornetto trilogy, let's make it a quadrilogy.
You know, let's make it 6 movies instead. You know, double.
You know,
trilogy.
you go to Cornetto, you say make a 4th ice cream flavor so that we can do this.
Yeah.
You know,
were they based on flavors
caramel. Yeah, there was like a theme to them. You know, Shaun of the Dead was red with blood and everything, and there you see that type of Cornetto in each of the movies.
Oh, okay.
So Shaun of the Dead was red, so it was a strawberry Cornetto, and Hot Fuzz was about cops, the blue, so it was the original vanilla Cornetto, and then World's End was like aliens, so it was green, and it was the mint Cornetto.
Oh, okay.
And you don't actually see anybody eat it; just flashes up.
You just see the wrapper.
Yeah, I know the wrappers there. Yeah.
So
you get some Cornettos out.
I got some at home. Well, not Cornettos. We call them something else here, but same thing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you give us a 4th one, they you know, I can't pick a favorite many times, even though I eventually will.
But yeah, just
such a good
a mixture of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. I want those two guys.
Well, but it's got to have Edgar Wright too.
No, Edgar Wright.
Because I saw.
Sorry.
Don't forget there was Paul. All right, with Seth Rogen as the alien.
Yeah. Actually, I did like the movie too.
I know.
It's not as good as Edgar Wright's movies though.
So just give me that.
But give me an Edgar Wright, Nick Frost, and Simon Pegg movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Cool.
I am right.
You took like my one movie thing.
I'm not surprised that it was on. I wasn't surprised.
Everything else is games that I have. So I'll take one that maybe you have for your games. I think you would have it. Conker's Bad Fur Day, a sequel.
You dick! That actually was my game that I was gonna say. You're such a fucking.
I had that one too.
Oh, you! I just thought I won't say it. I thought you were gonna say a different game that you were talking about before with us. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Conker's Bad Fur Day was great.
Why are you gonna steal that from me?
You stole Who Framed
That's my
Roger
favorite
Rabbit.
N64 game. Like whatever.
What?
Go ahead. It's a great game.
No, stolen.
It's a great game.
That game was so like.
Still.
It was not what you would expect. It was so subversive when you sat down for the first time to play it. Like, Conker, I remember from Diddy Kong.
Exactly.
Cute little squirrel.
He's a cute girl, yeah.
Starts the game off with a hangover from the bar.
Yeah.
Like,
Pukes on the fucking ground.
One of the first things you run into is this sunflower with huge boobs.
Yeah.
Just wants to get pollinated.
Yeah, this is this horny bee that's trying to pollinate.
Yeah, horny bee is trying to pollinate her.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great game. Like, one of the first bosses is a big piece of shit.
Yeah, is that
literally
toilet paper in his mouth?
I am the great mighty Pooh.
Yeah, I'm going to throw my shit at you.
A huge supply of... Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Oh, if you haven't seen that,
man. It's like Diddy Kong, like sort of like Donkey Kong graphics, but like...
I was going to say like Banjo-Kazooie kind of gameplay.
Same idea. Same cartoon graphics, but R-rated.
And it's so great. Like that.
It sounds way better. Like when you guys first said Conker's Bad Fur Day, I'm like, oh, is this like a
I can't believe that's another thing you've never seen?
One of the bosses you fight, like you live.
I was too busy doing the gym. All right, I was going to the gym.
You have to like drink beer and like start pissing on one of the bosses to beat him. Like it's just amazing.
There's a multiplayer mode where you can go into the bathroom and piss on each other.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
So like the first game, I don't know if you want to say it ends on a cliffhanger, but he loses his like the whole plot of the game was to get your girlfriend back.
Yeah,
and he kind of loses her in that, and his life changes drastically. Whether you want to call it a cliffhanger or not,
I don't know if it's a cliffhanger. Like you become like the king.
The king, yeah.
That's how like you start. So like you're sitting on your throne.
But
and
he's
it's
not.
Like, oh, I had a bad day or whatever.
And he's not happy. Even with the position.
Well, what's great is like the movie references that are in it. Like, there's Saving Private Ryan. There's Matrix. There's Aliens.
Yeah.
There's Dracula. Like it's crazy.
What's this one? N64.
Yeah. And it was also on the Xbox.
They made a
remaster
for the Xbox.
Okay.
But it was actually more R-rated.
Was it from Nintendo? Because is it?
Oh yeah,
it's from Rare.
Rare.
Rare made it.
Oh,
the guys from Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, like he just didn't seem he seemed very unhappy at the end of that game. I'm like, So let's see what he does after that. That's why I want to see
like why haven't they touched that series again?
Oh,
I don't know why. It was
rare.
Like I said, it's my
now.
favorite game on the N64.
How many like adult comedy games are out there? Like South Park, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit
Yeah,
Larry. But
exactly.
how many are out there, right?
They're rare. They're few and
and
far
that's
between.
probably why we don't see another Conker's Bad Fur Days, because where's the Leisure Suit Larry
Well,
sequel?
But
Conker.
they've done a bunch of Leisure Suit Larrys.
Your audience
thing
market is limited.
The
That's
fact
big
that
thing.
they were able to go from the 64 to the Xbox, obviously there was a market for it, that they wanted to go from one system to another for that game. So
I think Conker would sell well if they made a sequel.
I love the like me and my cousins would play the multiplayer in that game forever.
Yeah. They did make that Conker
You guys
VR.
on each other forever?
That's awful. But
Don't even mention that.
that's not worth even talking about.
Okay. Well, if we're done with Conkers, I'm gonna go with a TV show that I wish it would
Cheers.
bring back, because there's all these shows that are coming
Are you
back.
gonna steal mine?
Will and Grace, and
He says that's mine.
they're doing Murphy Brown. They just recently did 90210. So I wish they would bring back My Name Is Earl. That's fair. My Name Is Earl. That's a show. It ended on a cliffhanger, and you don't know.
So is it a reboot,
the father
or remaster, or
to-
sequel?
No, it's just continuation. Like
Yeah,
a sequel.
continuation.
But that
a
was the
sequel.
options.
I would say it's a sequel.
It's a
Okay.
sequel.
Okay.
It's-
I'd say it's a
Season-
sequel because it
season 5?
continues the story.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I know that's
season 5.
It's kind of split
Just like
hairs.
that episode where he didn't debate when he should have.
Yeah. All right. Back to episode 64.
Yeah.
Anyways, My Name Is Earl. It's a show about a guy who tries to better himself. He was a criminal his whole life, and then he wins the lottery, and then he immediately loses it, and then
It's
so
like karma,
he wants
right?
to change.
Yeah.
It's
It's all about karma, yeah.
He learns about karma, and he wants to change his life. So he makes a list of all the bad things he's done in his life, and every episode he's trying to fix those things that he's done in his
It's a
life.
good concept, good characters.
Exactly. Like you could continue this for so long, and maybe the last episode would be like
Well,
last thing on my list.
How many things did he have? Like 200?
Oh, I don't know. It was, and he was keeping adding.
Greg Garcia, right?
Every episode, he would add
Greg
stuff to
Garcia
it.
did another show afterwards.
I know.
Yeah, I didn't care for that one as
What
much.
was it though?
I forget what it's called. It was about a kid that worked in a supermarket.
Oh, yeah, that was a great show.
It was
Raising
great.
Hope.
Not even close
I
to
like
My Name Is
Raising
Earl.
Hope.
My Name Is Earl's way better than that show.
I heard of it, never watched it. I couldn't say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying My Name Is Earl bad, but Raising Hope was really good. I liked it.
It was okay. It was okay. But My Name Is Earl. It was great. Like I loved Jason Lee and Ethan Suplee and Joy. I forget what her name is. Shit.
Presley.
Jenna Presley.
She was in Entourage.
Yeah, she's also in.
Get Burt Reynolds back too.
yeah. You got Norm Macdonald.
Noah McDonald's great.
Fucking hilarious.
I like the dude was
He's
it Mr. Crab or not Mr.
Yeah,
Crab?
Darnell.
Yeah, Darnell.
Fucking hilarious. Exactly. That show, you could go anywhere.
Jamie Priestley.
Jamie.
Yes.
Jamie
Yes.
Priestley.
Jamie Priestley.
Presley, I
Yeah.
think that's
Presley. Yes.
Elvis Presley.
It's his daughter.
I will say, when he went into his coma, it kind of had a lull. That show,
I'm trying to remember the coma.
because he was like thinking like. In his brain, he was like married to Alyssa Milano, and like he was. I didn't like those episodes so much, but before that and after that, really good
And
episodes.
they had great guest stars all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what was the guy who's
I
like
don't
the stuntman? I know you like that one.
Super Dave Osborne?
No. Like he.
He was a stunt.
Arquette. David Arquette.
Oh yeah.
No. Someone must have beat me up in my sleep.
He forgets his memory every night.
Every night when he
It's
gets to
kind of like
sleep.
51st Dates sort of thing.
He's doing like a stunt. He like beats. He gets beat up at the end of the stunt, and then he wakes up in the morning. He's like, some kids
I don't know,
just came
some
in,
kids just
destroyed my shit, and
beat
beat
the
me
hell
up
out of me.
in my sleep.
What was Ethan Suplee's character's name?
The brother. Oh,
Randy.
Randy. Yeah.
And that was after he lost a ton of weight.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So I agree. If they would have done that, here's the caveat: if they would have done that before
Caviar, hey.
the last season. I felt like when they knew the cancellation was coming, the quality of that last
No,
season.
the thing is, they didn't know the cancellation was coming until after that season was already aired.
Well, then that quality
that's
of
why
that
they
last
left.
season.
That's why the last season wasn't that great. That I think had the season with him in his coma. I think. I can't remember.
I like the stuff when he was in prison. That was good.
That was fun. Exactly. Fucking Ben Foster is hilarious.
I wish he would have stayed in there for that whole season.
I know.
At the end, got out.
Anyways, I just love.
Coach was in it.
My Name Is Earl. It's just a great show, and I wish it would come back.
So we'll do one more round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can do it more.
I'm going to go with a game you guys have never played. It was on Super Nintendo. I've mentioned it before on the show.
Oh, I played it.
Saturday Night Slam Master.
I played it. I own it.
Game.
It's oh, you own it too?
After the fact, actually showed it to me.
It was a wrestling games, just standard Super Nintendo. What do you call it, like 2D almost, where you have like you can move up and down in the ring and everything. Yeah. But the thing I loved about the game was it wasn't like a WWF at the time or WCW where they just took characters from there and put it in, and it was like that. These were almost like Capcom characters that were exaggerated in their appearances and their personalities.
Well, it's kind of like Final Fight, like it's almost like there was a brawler, like what you call those games, like Street Fighter and stuff.
Hagar was one of the characters.
You could pick.
So I mean, there's like Titan, who's this huge 7-foot ripped guy that was wearing like this. She wore jean shorts and a jean vest, cut off this. And so it was a wrestling game with exaggerated wrestling moves, like, the type of one where you grab a guy and you go flying through the air and you slam down.
Yeah.
I think if you could do that with the character design styles that you could do nowadays, with the level of graphics and abilities you could do in the entrances and the sheer variety.
They kind of did do like a WWE, exaggerated.
I know the one to arcade.
We were like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, I had that one too for Super Nintendo.
No, I'm saying the current, like this PS3 and
but they're like over muscled and everything.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like there was a more current one for WWE, or it was like arcadey as shit.
Well,
everybody was like big muscles and big jaws and like totally exaggerated.
Was it like characters though from WWE?
Yeah, it was actual characters.
Yeah, so no, I'm talking about like made up characters.
It's almost like Fire Pro Wrestling where you can make whatever characters you want, but like this is they're just all original creations.
Like there's a guy named Jumbo who's the opposite of Titan, where he's like huge, round, fat guy. He comes over in like a New York top hat. He's got the big beard.
But you still had like cruiserweights and heavyweights and everything.
Scorpion or whatever, and so it was,
what I liked about that was that you could fight for the championships. Like you could go through a whole tournament like we're tag team, and you fight your way up, and then you win, and you defend.
Do you know well enough to remember your favorite character from it?
Oh no, I don't remember that.
I was like Scorp myself, but you can only play him if you did 2-player.
Okay. I don't remember it enough.
Which was the Sega Genesis wrestling one where you could be Bam Bam Bigelow and like jump off the top rope and like land and like burn through the fucking ground?
I want to say that's like Raw.
Which one was that?
I want to say it's like WWE Raw.
That was like my first foray into
Bam Bam
wrestling.
Bigelow is such an underrated character.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Many times, yeah.
That's what I remember from it. Like burning through the ground when he lands on a guy. But
that was his finisher, right? The flying headbutt was what he would do.
You could do a moonsault. I don't know if that was, I think the headbutt
he was agile. He's like a Chris Farley agile for a big guy.
Yeah. Apparently, Andre the Giant hated Bam Bam Bigelow, which I think is hilarious.
He also hated Ultimate Warrior too.
Hell, a lot of people hated Ultimate Warrior. But anyways,
I also hated I think Randy Savage too.
You know what? If Andre the Giant hates you, there's something wrong with you then, because
I don't know. I think Andre the Giant is so old school that he doesn't like the new way of wrestling.
Oh, I see. Yeah, where it wasn't just headbutts and
like Randy Orton, who was like a big mouthpiece and stuff. He would be.
I think he respected what Savage could do, but too much mouthiness.
He wouldn't shut up, I think is what it was.
Alright.
Sorry, we have to talk.
Yeah.
So, my next pick, probably something, I don't know if MussKeg would care a whole lot. It is a Rockstar game. They should make a sequel to...
Have you played it?
Bully?
You actually played it?
I played the first Bully. So I want to sequel to that.
I think you mentioned this one before, actually.
It's a game I want to play. Like, I could have been on our other episode where I was like, I want to jump onto that.
I think I had my PS3, I got it, like, one of the older games.
Rumors! That's maybe the next game they're working on.
Yeah. I've heard it too, but I've heard that for a while.
Yeah.
So, like, Bully.
It'll still take like 5 years.
You can take Bully and put it into college, because this was like a private school that the first one set in.
That's all I remember.
But it's, I don't know.
But like, you were a bully, but you were like beating up bad kids, right? Like, you were like an asshole.
Or something?
It's prep school, so like, I'm not
sure.
You
wore uniforms, I know that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in England, because your character had...
I don't know, I can't say, I never played it.
But your guy was like kind of like a bully who bullied the other bullies.
That's what I heard, yeah.
That's what it's kind of
You're like a good bully.
But it was kind of cool, is like you actually had to go to class, and it's like you still have to manage your school schedule. Okay. So you'd like go to, art class, and you'd have to like do a mini game where you painted, or you'd have to do like an English class, and it'd be like a word puzzle, like they give you a bunch of letters, make as many words as you can out of this. So that was kind of cool, and there was like shop class and stuff. But you still had like the overarching thing where you're like roommate or something from the first year. You had, or I guess the first semester became like a dick.
Yeah.
And he'd rally all the other cliques against you. So you had to fight like the head of the jocks, and then like the greasers who were in the shop all the time. You had to fight them and stuff.
It was story to it though too. Right?
It was a story,
Fight, yeah.
But like it's not Grand Theft Auto where you just pull out a gun or something like that.
I guess.
You still had like a slingshot, spitwads, slingshots, stink bombs, I think, stuff like that.
Cherry bombs.
Yeah, just like a school-based experience can work, and it doesn't have to be as violent. It could be a little bit silly, but yeah, I'll like to see a new one from Bullet.
I wish I got onto that game bandwagon. I wish I would have played that one.
You didn't say
I
that.
wonder if there's some sort of political reason that hasn't come out. The whole
school shooting,
like bullying in school and everything like that. I wonder, or the new one, you have to cyberbully somebody.
Oh, what was that game that fucking Rockstar made? It was like Manhunt or something, where they were like, you were like a snuff film, like you were killing guys.
It was like a competition, I think, and you had to go around.
What was that game?
I think it was Manhunt.
Was it called Manhunt? Fuck, I wish I tried that game.
I know there was a game called Manhunt.
Dark as shit.
Yeah. But
sorry.
Of the big Rockstar games, like there's obviously GTA, Red Dead.
And their tabletop tennis.
Well, I think now they own Mafia. They had that LA Noire, but I think Bully is one that gets overlooked. It was I don't know how the sales did originally, but I think it was something that people
it's a game that like, garnered a lot of attention after the fact.
Yeah,
it's built up its kind of audience.
Make a sequel. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I would have to play it and try it.
We got one more?
I guess. Okay. I got my last one. Yeah, I have a bunch of games, but I'll go with one. I've mentioned it before in our Kaiju episode. I think you might know what I'm talking about. War of the Monsters. It's a game that came out on the PS2. And you can play as, like, they're unlicensed versions of monsters, like you can be your Godzilla type monster, or your King Kong type monster, your giant praying mantis type monster, or like a big golem rock dude.
Yeah.
Or like a big dude that's made of electricity with a big eye, whatever. I've never seen that before. But it's cool because you like are kind of terrorizing a city, but the whole point of it is to beat the other monster. It's like a one-on-one battle with you and these other monsters. So it could be like you and another team player working together to fight these other monsters, or I could be fighting against you, or it'd be me and the computer. And it was just really cool because it was kind of set in like the 1950s, I guess, kind of like when like B-movie horror show. B-movies, that's what it was kind of like. It was like all these like B-movie characters, and it's like you went to like a drive-in movie or something like that, and these were like playing these characters. And so it was just really awesome because you could like pick up like a tanker and throw it, and it would explode on them, or you could pick up like a
radio antenna. That was the best thing.
And hurl it, and it would spear them, and they'd actually spear.
Yeah, you had to like pull it over.
Or certain levels.
Sounds fun. Like it sounds like a cool.
Certain levels would actually have different elements that you could use against your enemy too. Like there was one with like a volcano, and you could set it off. There was a certain way you had to do it.
Sounds like Vigilante 8 Monsters.
Oh, it sounds like Twisted Metal, but better than Vigilante.
Anything's better than Twisted Metal.
Vigilante 8 better than Twisted. Yeah, it's not. It's actually from the creators of Twisted Metal. I'll say it. Incognito, the guys that made the Twisted Metal series. So actually, one of the things is not downloadable, but unlockable character, because they didn't have downloadable really internet stuff back then. Was Sweet Tooth. The mech version.
They had the mech car back then.
Oh yeah, well it was in Twisted Metal Black. But they had like a mech version of it. It was the magma dude. Like you would like pull off his head and throw it as a weapon. Because each character has like their specialty. They all have their specials. Like certain characters could fly, other ones were stronger, other ones could like throw his head like that. And so like the magma dude, his unlockable character was like Sweet Tooth, the big mech ice cream truck. You throw the head. It was awesome. It was such a cool idea for a game, like have like a B-movie horror or a B-horror movie type fighting monsters, and it was actually fun. Like you scale the buildings, just throw whatever shit you want. You're stepping on people, like big spurts of blood are coming out. Like it was kind of like Rampage, but like better than Rampage. Because Rampage is just side scrolling, and this was 3D, and you had like a whole big area of the city to fight in.
All right, so those were our sequels, remasters, and reboots we would like to have seen. Where can we find you at?
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN as MussKeg.
And you can find me on Twitch as LewisLightning. You can find him at...
I'm also on Twitch, Twitter, and PSN as _9.
Let us know what reboots, remasters, sequels, anything else you want down in the comments. And give us a like, subscribe. Yeah.
All of a sudden, it
It'll
explodes.
explode, and then it'll cut to you.